Welcome to Daily Stoic Practice, your compass to navigate the complexities of modern life with ancient wisdom. Today we explore a fascinating perspective, offering insights to deepen understanding and strengthen connections. Female weaknesses explained through Stoicism, a guide for men. Have you ever wondered, I did everything right, so why is this relationship going nowhere? How many times have you heard advice like, just be yourself, respect her space, or just be nice, only to end up feeling confused, disappointed, maybe even heartbroken? Today I want to ask you a different question. What if all that advice is wrong? Imagine if there were a completely different approach, a way to truly understand the psychology of women, not through tricks or games, but through real understanding. Stoicism, a philosophy that has endured for over 2,000 years, might be the key that not only helps you navigate relationship challenges, but also reveals certain vulnerabilities most women have, but rarely recognize themselves. This isn't just another list of tricks or tactics. This is an exploration into truly understanding yourself, understanding her, and building a genuine, lasting connection. So are you ready? Ready to dive into an entirely new approach, one that's different and more effective than any relationship advice you've ever heard? In this video, we're going to uncover the 8 key weaknesses women have that they'll never openly admit to. Once you understand these, you'll no longer be guessing in your relationships. You'll know how to create a strong, reliable connection, something every woman truly desires. This video is not about manipulation or taking advantage of anyone. It's an invitation to deepen your understanding, to grow yourself, and to build meaningful relationships. We're going to discover secrets rooted in Stoic philosophy, secrets that can completely change the way you see and build relationships. Without further delay, let's get started. Weakness number 1. Consistency and reliability. In a relationship, one thing most women want but rarely express is a sense of safety and absolute trust in their partner. This need often stems from repeated disappointments, broken promises, and unreliable relationships. When someone steps into her life, she places her trust and hopes in him, only to sometimes see him disappear or break his promises, which gradually erodes her trust. Consistency and reliability are not just about keeping promises. They're also about maintaining stability in your character despite external pressures. For example, if you've committed to meeting her on the weekend, prioritize it no matter how busy you are. Or when facing issues in the relationship, choose to talk it out rather than avoid it. This shows that you're reliable and responsible, giving her a sense of security because she knows you won't simply walk away when things get tough. In Stoicism, consistency isn't about stubbornness, but about keeping your commitments and living true to your values, regardless of how others might react or judge. So why is consistency and reliability so crucial? In everyday life, women deal with constant changes and pressures, from work to personal relationships. In a world where so much is fluid, a truly reliable man doesn't just talk, but acts. He doesn't make grand promises just to impress, only to forget them later. His consistency and reliability don't just provide a sense of security, but make her believe she can openly share life's struggles without the fear of being abandoned or betrayed. In Stoic philosophy, consistency and living true to one's values form one of the firmest foundations for building character. A great example in Stoicism is the Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who led Rome through its toughest times. He was both an emperor and a philosopher, known for his calm and steadfastness in the face of adversity. He was able to maintain his promises and fulfill his commitments, not only for himself, but out of duty to his people. So how do you become a consistent and reliable man in her eyes? Start with small, everyday commitments. Building trust isn't about making big promises and delivering flawlessly right away. It's about starting with small but consistent commitments. First, always keep your promises. If you say you'll text her tonight, then do it. Don't leave her waiting or reminding you. Even a small promise like sending a timely text is a way to practice being trustworthy. Gradually, as she sees you consistently keeping your word, her trust in you will deepen. Second, always be on time. One of the clearest signs of reliability is punctuality. If you say you'll meet her at 7 p.m., be there at 7 p.m. Don't keep her waiting or leave her feeling uncertain. Finally, avoid making promises you're not sure you can keep. Don't rush to promise things like, "I'll take you on a trip," or "I'll fix all your problems," unless you're genuinely certain you can follow through. Instead, focus on promises you know you can fulfill and keep them. Trust is built on real actions, not empty words. So, what results will you see when you become a reliable man? When you maintain consistency in your actions, you'll not only build trust but help her feel secure in the relationship. Instead of constantly wondering if you'll keep your word, she'll feel at ease and comfortable around you. This sense of security is key to creating a lasting relationship. Consistency and reliability don't just set you apart in her eyes, but are qualities that help you grow and become more grounded in life. When you practice these traits, you won't just be attractive to your partner, but will also earn respect from others around you. It's definitely worth practicing and developing every day, don't you think? Weakness number 2, genuine confidence. In today's world, confidence is one of the top qualities that attract women to a man. But many people mistakenly think that confidence comes from flashy appearances or boasting about personal achievements. In reality, the most attractive confidence is calm, steady, and unaffected by external judgment. It's a deep kind of confidence, one that doesn't rely on others' praise or validation, but instead comes from an understanding of one's own value. To clarify the difference between genuine confidence and arrogance, consider this. A superficially confident man might constantly talk about his achievements, flaunt his assets, or brag about his connections. But that confidence is fragile and easily shaken when these external factors disappear or when he encounters failure. In contrast, real confidence isn't about external show. It's the ability to trust in your worth without relying on others' validation. Imagine at a party, a truly confident man doesn't feel the need to brag about his accomplishments to impress others. Instead, he's comfortable listening and sharing interesting stories without needing to put himself in the spotlight. Women are drawn to this internal confidence because it brings a sense of security, showing you're comfortable being yourself without seeking approval. Real confidence always comes from focusing on what you can control. In Stoic philosophy, one of the most important principles is to focus on what lies within your control and not let yourself be swayed by things outside of it. For a truly confident man, seeking validation from others is pointless as it lies outside his control. Instead, he focuses on his own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Society often pressures us to please others, colleagues, friends, even family members. But Stoicism teaches us that how others perceive us isn't as important as how we face ourselves and our actions. So how can you develop genuine confidence? First, embrace failure as part of life. Building inner confidence begins by learning to face and overcome failure. When things don't go as planned, rather than blaming yourself or worrying about others' opinions, see it as a chance to grow. For example, a Stoic facing failure at work doesn't blame the circumstances or look for sympathy. Instead, he asks himself, "What did I learn from this, and how will I do it differently next time?" This is how true confidence is cultivated. Second, don't rely on external praise or criticism. Imagine meeting someone who's easily influenced by a few negative remarks and loses their composure. In contrast, if you have genuine confidence, you won't let those comments affect you. You know who you are, where your worth lies, and you don't need anyone else to confirm it. Finally, let your actions speak for you. A truly confident person doesn't need to prove himself through what others say about him. For instance, if a confident man commits to doing something, he'll do it without needing to constantly remind or advertise it. His work will speak for itself. A famous Stoic quote says, "Don't talk about your values, live them." When you have confidence from within, your actions will always reflect your true worth without needing any outside validation. So, what happens when you achieve real confidence? When you achieve real confidence, you'll naturally attract others, especially women. They'll feel reassured, respected, and sense your solid, steady nature, something not everyone can provide. While many people try to show off to make an impression, your quiet confidence will leave a lasting, deep impression. Remember, real confidence doesn't come from others' praise or approval. It comes from knowing who you are, having control over your emotions, and not being swayed by external factors. When you have that confidence, you won't only attract others, but will also build a strong self ready to face any challenges in life. Weakness number 3, ambition. In any relationship, one of the most attractive qualities in a man is ambition. When a man has a goal, women can sense he's striving towards something bigger and that he has a clear sense of direction. Ambition here isn't about a blind pursuit of fame or wealth, but about seeking personal growth and living with purpose. A man living with goals not only inspires himself, but creates a natural magnetism that makes women want to be part of that journey. Ambition brings the appeal of a life lived with purpose. Women are often drawn to ambitious men because it signals a life full of passion and meaning. An ambitious man doesn't waste time on trivial matters, but knows how to focus on what truly matters. This shows he has the ability to shape his life, build his career, and face challenges. Being with an ambitious man gives women a sense of stability and the ability to envision a future that's constantly growing and improving. What does Stoicism say about ambition? In Stoicism, ambition isn't about competing to be in the spotlight, but about dedicating yourself to goals that truly matter. For example, rather than setting goals just to impress, choose goals you can pursue every day to develop yourself. This might be learning a new skill, advancing your career, or improving your health. Such progress not only enriches your life, but also positively influences those around you. For Stoics, ambition doesn't seek fame, but pursues objectives that help you become a better version of yourself. Every day, you should strive to move closer to the goals you've set, not for others' approval, but for your own personal growth. The motivation is simply to live with intention and purpose. The philosopher Seneca once said, "If you don't know what harbor you're heading to, then no wind is favorable." This reminds us that a life without goals can easily fall into mediocrity and frustration. Stoic ambition is about having a clear vision and taking consistent steps to reach it. So, how do you nurture ambition and express it authentically? Start by setting both long-term and short-term goals for your life. Define the major goals you want to achieve, whether in career, health, or personal life, and break them down into achievable steps. Completing small goals becomes the foundation for larger accomplishments, keeping your motivation strong and your purpose clear. Second, always act consistently to reach your goals. Having ambition alone isn't enough. What's essential is consistent action. For example, if your goal is career advancement, constantly learn, refine your skills, and create value every day. If your goal is improved health, maintain regular exercise and take care of yourself daily. Finally, keep improving yourself, regardless of obstacles. To truly attract others with your ambition, you must show you can overcome difficulties and persist despite failures. When people see you continually striving and never giving up, they'll trust you more and feel that you're someone with genuine purpose. What happens when you live a life full of ambition? A man with ambition doesn't need to talk much about what he does. His actions and consistency speak for themselves. When women see you constantly growing and aiming toward big goals, they won't just be attracted, but will feel inspired. They'll see that you're not someone who's easily satisfied with an ordinary life, but someone always striving to be better. This is the powerful appeal of ambition, a life lived with a clear purpose, meaning, and direction. When you embody the spirit of Stoicism, pursuing your goals without being influenced by external pressures or seeking validation, you not only become a more attractive partner in women's eyes, but also a person living true to your own values. Weakness number 4, emotional control. One of the qualities that most attracts women to men is emotional control. It's the ability to remain calm and level-headed when faced with stress, conflict, or adversity. In everyday life, women are often managing complex issues and emotions, so encountering a man who can maintain his composure and avoid being swayed by emotions provides a sense of security and stability. A man who knows how to control his emotions creates a sense of balance, a precious asset in any relationship. So, why is emotional control so important? Women often seek peace and stability in their partners because they themselves often confront many complex emotions. When a man easily loses his temper or overreacts to minor things, it creates an atmosphere of unpredictability and unease. In contrast, a man who has mastered his emotions provides a safe and steady space. During difficult situations, a calm partner offers reassurance and helps keep negative emotions at bay. Imagine you meet a man who can stay composed and handle situations thoughtfully, even when facing criticism or conflict. This shows he has a grip on himself, which makes women feel they can rely on him when life gets tough. What is the Stoic perspective on emotional control? According to Stoic philosophy, emotions aren't entirely within our control, but how we respond to them is what matters. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It's not what happens that troubles us, but how we react to it." This means that the events around us aren't what cause us distress. Rather, it's our perception, interpretation, and reaction that create worry. Stoics emphasize the importance of staying calm in every situation because calmness allows for clarity of thought and wiser decision-making. They view emotions as waves on the surface of water. If we let them grow too strong, they cloud the rational mind. Stoics practice remaining steady, never getting swept away by fleeting emotions, always maintaining balance no matter the circumstance. Here are some ways to practice emotional control. First, always keep calm when facing difficulties. When in a stressful situation, take deep breaths and remind yourself that this is only a temporary challenge. Take a step back and give yourself a few seconds to assess the situation before reacting. If someone criticizes you or if there's a conflict, instead of immediately responding, calmly take it in. This lets you respond with clarity. Second, ask questions instead of reacting impulsively. One way to control emotions is to ask yourself questions before responding to a situation. For instance, when facing something unpleasant, ask, "Will my reaction help this situation?" Or, "Could I handle this in a calmer way?" This way, you give yourself time to think before acting, which leads to a more controlled response. Lastly, try meditating and practicing Stoic reflection. Developing a meditation routine helps train your mind to observe and control emotions at a deep level. With meditation, You become familiar with acknowledging emotions without being carried away by them, making it easier to react calmly and wisely in daily life. When you consistently practice these ways to manage emotions, you'll develop emotional control that not only makes you a strong, dependable partner, but also a trustworthy person in the eyes of women. The ability to maintain composure, not letting short-lived emotions drive your actions, allows you to make better choices and strengthen your relationships. Emotional control helps you earn trust from others and is a key factor in personal growth. When you achieve this control, you become a grounded, resilient man, a better version of yourself and someone others can lean on, especially in tough times. Weakness number 5, mystery and independence. One of the most captivating traits of a man, especially in women's eyes, is mystery and independence. In relationships, a man who maintains a bit of personal space, who doesn't share all his thoughts or emotions right away, creates natural intrigue. Mystery draws women in, inviting them to learn more and explore the parts of you they haven't yet seen. This isn't about being distant, but rather maintaining a sense of self that encourages respect and curiosity. Why are mystery and independence important in relationships? Women are often drawn to men who have independence in their lives. A mysterious, independent man signals that he has his own life, goals, and interests that don't revolve entirely around the relationship or his partner. This helps create a healthy balance, giving each person space to grow and maintain their individuality. Additionally, this independence shows that he's confident enough not to rely on others for fulfillment or validation. For example, a man who has his own passions or hobbies, like reading, playing sports, or advancing his career, demonstrates that he doesn't depend solely on the relationship for happiness. Women find this fascinating because he has his own world, one he doesn't fully share right away, and he isn't looking for validation. What does Stoicism say about mystery and independence? In Stoic thought, independence isn't just about being free from others materially or emotionally. It's about having an independent mind and spirit. Stoics encourage us not to quickly reveal or express too much about ourselves. This approach not only preserves self-control, but also supports inner peace. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Do good and let it be your own secret." This reminds us that it isn't necessary to constantly share everything we think and feel, because of true freedom is in holding on to private matters. In Stoicism, independence doesn't mean rejecting others, but understanding when to step back and live a life unaffected by anyone's presence. This makes you a strong, self-assured person, one who won't let a relationship dictate every thought or feeling. Let me share a few tips on how to practice mystery and independence in a relationship. First, keep a personal space. Even in a relationship, it's essential to maintain time and space just for yourself. For example, continue to pursue your own hobbies and interests, like taking solitary walks, reading, exercising, or learning something new without needing to share every detail with your partner. This will not only help you stay independent, but will also create an air of mystery that she'll respect and be drawn to. Second, don't immediately reveal every emotion. A mysterious man doesn't reveal all his emotions in every situation. Instead of sharing every worry, doubt, or passing feeling, choose what's necessary and withhold the rest. This helps you keep calm and adds a layer of intrigue. Finally, stay independent in your thinking. An independent man isn't easily swayed by others' opinions or thoughts. Stay firm in your own beliefs. For instance, if you have a personal view on a social issue or a personal goal, express it confidently without worrying too much about what she thinks. What happens when you live a life of mystery and independence? When you keep a sense of independence, Women perceive you as strong and trustworthy. You're not someone who easily loses himself in emotions. She'll sense that you have your own life and values. Mystery makes her curious and want to learn more about you. At the same time, being independent demonstrates self-assurance. You don't need the relationship to feel complete. Living independently and maintaining a bit of mystery doesn't mean being detached. It adds a natural attraction to the relationship and gives it space to breathe. When you become an independent man with a sense of mystery, you won't just be more attractive in women's eyes, but you'll embody the spirit of Stoicism, freedom, self-control, and finding happiness without relying on anyone else. Weakness number 6, the value of being a challenge. The truth is, people often appreciate what's hard to attain more than what comes easily. In a relationship, women tend to value the attention of men who don't give it away too freely. If you're always available and always there, your attention can seem too easy and lose its value. Instead, try giving your attention selectively. For instance, instead of always responding to messages immediately, respond after a reasonable amount of time. This creates the sense that your time is valuable and worth respecting. When you're not always so easily accessible, your presence becomes more memorable and meaningful in her eyes. So, why do women find selective attention so appealing? Being a challenge can spark curiosity and increase the desire to connect. Women often appreciate attention from a man who doesn't give his admiration too freely because it signals that he has standards and a strong sense of self-worth. A man who doesn't make himself easy to win stands out because he's more selective, making his attention feel special and worthy of effort. For example, if you're attentive but don't always jump at every opportunity to be there, it creates a sense of value. When you show up in important moments, your presence feels much more significant. Here's the Stoic approach to understanding the value of being a challenge. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to rush to give away everything we have, including time and attention. Remember, the value of an action isn't in its frequency, but in its quality and meaning. Stoics believe in maintaining independence and choosing carefully where they invest their emotions. This not only protects them from being swept away by fleeting emotions, but also gives them control over the value of their attention, helping them live purposefully. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, advised that we shouldn't become something easily obtained at any moment. When you give your attention thoughtfully, you don't just earn others' respect, you also maintain your own sense of autonomy and emotional stability. So, how can you practice being a challenge in a healthy way? First, focus on quality, not quantity. Instead of constantly texting or calling, try to show up during meaningful moments when she truly needs you. This makes you stand out and makes your presence feel more valuable. Rather than easy compliments or gifts, put thought and intention into your gestures so that each one feels genuine and significant. Second, give attention selectively. Don't invest too much energy too soon. Let her have the chance to seek your attention naturally. This way, she sees that your attention isn't something taken for granted, but something valuable. Lastly, avoid seeking constant validation. Try not to expect immediate responses or confirmation from her. If you text her, give her the time to respond on her own. When you're not dependent on her reply, she senses that confidence and independence in you, creating a natural attraction. What happens when you're a bit of a challenge? When you're not easily available, you build a relationship on respect and value. She'll see that every moment spent with you is special and worthwhile. By applying the Stoic principle, you're building a strong, lasting connection based on appreciation and meaning. Being a bit challenging not only lets her appreciate you, but also reinforces your own sense of independence and maturity within the relationship. Weakness number 7, leading with a spirit of leadership. Leadership is an especially attractive quality because a man who leads doesn't just make decisions, he also sets a clear direction for his life and for others around him. Women often look for men who can make strong decisions and have a vision, which makes them feel secure and aligned within the relationship. True leadership isn't about control. It's about guiding with understanding, confidence, and foresight. This gives women a sense of peace, knowing they're with someone who's prepared to face life's challenges. Why is leadership so essential in a relationship? In relationships, women often feel safer and more trusting when with a man who can lead and make solid choices. This doesn't mean controlling or imposing opinions, but rather taking initiative and making decisions even when things are tough. A man who can lead thoughtfully will listen, consider, and act decisively without easily wavering. This reliability makes her feel she's with someone who knows what he wants and who can navigate the course of their relationship. Imagine a situation like planning a date. A man shows leadership when he takes the initiative, planning thoughtfully and not placing all the decision-making on his partner. This isn't just comforting for her. It also builds trust, showing he's someone who can support and be present. What's the Stoic perspective on leadership? For Stoics, leadership isn't just about guiding others, but about self-leadership. Stoics believe that the best leaders are those who first master themselves, controlling their emotions, thoughts, and actions. Leadership here is not about exerting power, but about creating stability, inspiring others, and building trust. A Stoic man leads with empathy and respect, knowing his first responsibility is to guide his own life and become a reliable anchor for those around him. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, constantly reminded himself that leadership isn't about control, but about serving others. He led the Roman army and his people by setting a strong example, remaining calm during turmoil, and always prioritizing the common good over personal gain. His leadership was built on trust and deep respect. How can you practice leadership in your own life and relationships? First, start with small, everyday decisions. Take initiative when planning dates or choosing simple things like where to eat. This shows you're proactive and care about the relationship. Second, stay firm in your decisions. A strong leader listens to others but isn't easily swayed by outside pressures. When you make a choice, hold your ground if you believe it's right. At the same time, be flexible when necessary, demonstrating both leadership and respect. Lastly, think long-term. In every action, show that you're not just living for the present moment, but planning for the future. Whether it's committing to your career, personal growth, or relationship goals, let her see that you have a clear path forward and are willing to work toward it. What are the results of leading with true leadership? When you demonstrate leadership, women feel safe and trust you more deeply. You become more than just a partner. You're someone with a clear direction, always ready to stand by her and guide through life's ups and downs. A man who leads with compassion and confidence makes women feel secure, knowing they can rely on him no matter what. Leadership makes you both trustworthy and attractive. With a Stoic approach, you're not only in control of yourself, but also a respectful guide for others. This quality is vital in creating a relationship where you're not only a loving partner, but also a steady, reliable force ready to lead and support through life. Weakness number 8, passion and dedication. One of the most admired qualities in a man is passion and dedication to what he pursues. Passion not only makes you more attractive, but also inspires those around you. Women are drawn to men who know what they want, aren't afraid to pursue their passions, and commit themselves fully. Dedication shows you're not just living passively, but have purpose, clear goals, and a willingness to work toward them. This creates natural attraction, making women feel the depth and intention behind everything you do. When a man has passion for his pursuits, it signals that he has goals, meaningful ambitions, and resilience in the face of adversity. Passion helps you overcome obstacles and keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Women often find themselves attracted to men who don't stop fighting for what they believe in because it shows persistence and strength. A man who knows what he wants is not only impressive, but also gives women a sense of trust and stability. Imagine a man who's passionate about art, for example, dedicating his time to creating works that matter to him. His dedication reflects the deeper layers of his personality. Or maybe he's committed to his career, always striving to grow and learn, showing he's capable of shaping his life with intention. What does Stoicism say about passion and dedication? Living with passion and dedication is essential for Stoics, as it brings purpose to life. For Stoics, passion isn't about proving something to others, but about living fully for what one values. Dedication to what you do doesn't just foster self-development, it also brings peace and contentment. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Live in such a way that, if life were cut short, you would feel no regret." For Stoics, passion and dedication aren't about gaining recognition, they're about finding self-fulfillment. They believe life is meaningful when you pursue goals and enjoy each moment wholeheartedly, without giving up or living passively. Here are a few steps to living with passion and dedication. First, define meaningful goals. To find true passion, understand what brings you purpose and meaning. It might be a career, a personal project, or a hobby like music or sports. Don't choose goals to impress others, but focus on those that resonate with you. Second, dedicate time regularly. Even with a busy life, always make time for what you love. If you're passionate about writing, write a little every day. If self-improvement is your passion, set specific goals and follow them consistently. Dedication comes from the time and energy you commit to what you care about. Finally, keep learning and evolving. Stoics believe in self-improvement, so keep growing in your passions. When you stay dedicated and constantly strive to improve, not only will you feel fulfilled, but you'll also become a source of inspiration for others. What's the outcome of living a life with passion and dedication? Living with passion and dedication not only makes you attractive, but also a source of motivation for others. Women feel secure and inspired around men who know what they're doing and commit to it wholeheartedly. You're seen as a person who values time, goals, and purpose. A life filled with passion and commitment not only takes you far, but builds a strong, trustworthy character. With a Stoic mindset, you live to fulfill your own values, creating a lasting sense of purpose in all your relationships. We've now explored the top 8 weaknesses in women's psychology. 8 vital keys that can deepen your relationships and help you grow as a man. Qualities like consistency, confidence, emotional control, and passion don't just make you a great partner, they're the foundation for living with meaning. By putting these principles into practice, you'll find that relationships no longer revolve around trying to please or control someone. Instead, you'll build a genuine connection where you and your partner can be yourselves and grow together. Qualities like mystery, independence, and dedication to your passions will give you a natural appeal without needing to prove yourself. Now, I invite you to take a meaningful first step. Start practicing. Remember, it's not just about knowing these weaknesses. It's about living them, making them a part of who you are. Begin with small actions each day. Keep your promises, nurture your passions, cultivate calmness, and continually add value to yourself. Every step forward brings you closer to a life of meaning and a lasting relationship. Embrace this journey with honesty and commitment. It's not easy, but the results will make every effort worthwhile. If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe to Daily Stoic Practice and share your insights in the comments. Your thoughts may inspire others on their own journeys to inner peace and resilience. Don't miss our daily videos, insightful discussions, and practical tips for applying Stoic principles to your modern life.